Want to make this cinematic AI dragon ride in under 10 minutes? Keep watching, and I'll show you the step-by-step guide with tools such as VO3 and CapCut. Hello everyone, my name is Miss Jade and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to jump right into the tutorial on how I made that dragon YouTube short. So, you can see here that I've asked ChatGPT to recommend me things that would do well on YouTube. Notice how the first message I sent in the chat started with, "I want to create a viral YouTube short for my channel." Always be sure to use different chats for different projects, so you can set the tone for each chat, and nothing gets mixed up. Anyways, after scrolling through ChatGPT's ideas, I gave it another prompt to avoid using real characters. The first thing it gave me was this point-of-view dragon-style idea you're seeing, and I decided to go with this one. ChatGPT even expanded on that video and gave a suggestion to do a mini-series with this dragon. Let me know in the comments if you guys would be interested in something like that. Moving on, we're going to be using VO3 for the video generations in this tutorial. I'll be honest, it does cost about $20 a month, but it is one of the best video generators that I've discovered thus far. I went ahead and told ChatGPT to prepare the prompts for each part of the Dragon series it suggested. But for this tutorial, we'll only be focusing on part 1, the Dragon Ride. Anyways, I sent another message into ChatGPT asking it to give me some tips for the sound effects. As I was making this, I did also wonder if there should be any voiceovers for the Dragon Ride, but I decided not to in this case. Feel free to add or remove whatever details you want in your edits. And remember, I'm only using ChatGPT as a guide. You don't have to follow everything it says to a T. Now I've asked it to give me some audio timestamps and song recommendations. I just wanted to show you guys how detailed ChatGPT can get, and if you're just starting out with editing, it can make the process less overwhelming. Now, while I was filming this tutorial, I discovered that one of the songs ChatGPT recommended me was not appearing in YouTube. This does happen sometimes. It is called hallucinating. If you remember my 5 prompting tips tutorial, I explain how to combat this. I highly suggest you go watch that video and practice your prompting. In this case though, since it was a text hallucination, I told it that it gave me false information and just asked for more recommendations. I also generated that first prompt it gave me for part 1, the Dragon Ride, in VO3, but I found it was too short. So what you're seeing in the chat now is me asking ChatGPT to rewrite the prompt, as well as give me 2 alternate angles for the same scene. I figured this would add a bit more depth to the video, instead of only having it from one angle. Anyways, these 3 prompts are what we're going to be working with for the rest of the video. All I'm doing now is copying and pasting each angle prompt from ChatGPT into VO3. I like to keep my variation settings in VO to 2. That way, I have a bit more content to choose from. Now that the prompts are uploaded, we're going to go back into ChatGPT and ask it where to find sound effects, as well as how to make a looped video. Here I am back in VO3, and I'm just downloading the clips I want. I always upscale each video before downloading. And here you have it. All of our clips are downloaded. It's time to now move on to the next tool we'll be using, which is CapCut. This is where we are going to blend the clips, add music, and sound effects. Okay, so now that we're in CapCut with my selected clips, I'm going to select and crop each clip to the 9:16 ratio. I'm also going to click on the ratio of the entire video and change that to 9:16, as that is what's required for YouTube Shorts. Now that that's done, I'm just cropping the length of the clips to make the flow of the video blend well. I don't want the changes between angles to be too hard on the eyes. I'm still getting better with this as I go, but I try my best. I just wanted to pause and show you here that in order to create the loop as best as I could, I copied the scene of the clouds parting from the first clip and pasted it at the end of the last clip. I tried to make the last clip blend well with the clouds opening as well. This is my first time attempting to make a loop video, so I'm learning with you guys as we go on. Now, after fixing things up a bit more, this is the final video sequence we are left with. It is now time to start searching for sound effects. You can find many free sound effects to use in CapCut. Here, I'm just going back into ChatGPT and looking at the sounds it recommended. I will start by searching for wind ambience, and I'm just going through the sounds to see which one I like best. I am sorry you guys are not able to hear it through my screen recording. I will have to find a way to include audio in them in the future. Anyways, for this video, I decided on the sound of wind audio effect in CapCut. Now we're going to search for wing flaps, which I did not like the effects that were listed in CapCut, and I have a solution for this. If you go to Google and search Pixabay, you can download sound effects and even music tracks for free. I'm just filtering the search bar to sound effects and searching wing flaps. After scrolling through a few sounds, I decided on the one I thought was most suitable for a dragon, and went with that one. While searching for the flapping sound effect, I also found a good roar that I could use for the beginning of the video. Now what I'm doing here is cropping the wing sound effects so the flaps can match the speed the dragon is going in the video. I'm doing this all throughout each section. Here I'm searching for the sound effect of a waterfall, and once selected, I am actually going to keep the volume of it low for the first 2 clips, because the dragon is farther from it. During the last scene though, when the dragon is closer to the island, I'm going to make the waterfall sounds louder. I did this by splitting the waterfall sound at the bottom here, and then raising the volume on the other half that matches the scene where the dragon comes closer to the island. This is a subtle change, but it makes a difference in the overall sound design, which is crucial for creating engagement in your edits. Last but not least, we are going to search for a song to use in our video. I went back into ChatGPT and asked it to recommend me a song to use for the Dragon short, as well as the link to where to download it in Pixabay. As I mentioned earlier, you can also use Pixabay to download audios for your videos. Now in this case, I did not like the first sound ChatGPT recommended me, as it was too hype or epic. I wanted to go for something that was a bit more aesthetic and calming, while also having an epic layer to it. I hope that makes sense. Anyways, I loved the second song called Calm Ambient Music, Wizard's Road by Clavier Music on Pixabay. So we are going to download it and import it into CapCut. Now that we have all the sounds we need, I am just making some finishing touches to the audio, such as fade-ins and outs in the audio's volume and adjusting the flapping sounds a bit more. Once you are happy with your adjustments, it is time to export your video. And before exporting, make sure you enhance the quality of each clip. Ideally, you should try to do this after cropping each clip at the start of the editing process. It's the best way to ensure you don't forget, like I ended up doing here. Now that each clip is enhanced, I'm going to click on Export. I like to click 8K for each video I export. All we need to do now is wait for this to load. And voila! Your video is now ready to post or share. That is all for this tutorial, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this or found it helpful, please like the video and comment any future tutorials you'd like to see. Be sure to watch my 5 key prompting tips tutorial, as all my upcoming videos will be building off of the prompting skills you'll learn from there. Peace.